Welcome back here to another broadcast here on Real Sports Live as we are in Flower Bluff. Right now the score 8-0 with the Hornets on top. Shot on the way made by Tuloso Midway. That's her first points of the game. It comes with 6:37 remaining. Long three on the way. That's no good. Flower Bluff actually trailing 8-2 as Tuloso Midway has opened this thing up real early here with some made shots. Shot off the run, no good. Rebound taken down by Tuloso Midway. And the Warriors have the basketball. Front side is the Warriors set it up. They hit some early shots and just opened this thing up, forced an early timeout. Fans again who are tuning in, we are experiencing some extreme conditions here on the internet, trying to keep that up and running. So what I'll do is I'll run this as best I can throughout the broadcast. And then if we absolutely have to shut it down, we'll run a highlight reel for you later on after we're finished broadcasting this game. Travel in the front court. We'll give the ball to the Hornets of Flower Bluff. Our Real Sports Live Coastal Bend game of the week. Coming here tonight from Flower Bluff. Another thing we're dealing with is we do have a hot spot that we're using. It was at 63% when we started the night. We were at 33% as we started this game. And if we place it on charge, we can't use the internet. So it's going to be a gamble down the stretch. 11-2 lead for the Warriors. Shot goes up and in by the Flower Bluff Hornets. Now they seem to have settled down. Off the dribble. Inside the paint. That one goes off the mark. No good. And the whistle blows, and that'll be a free throw or a check out of bounds as it'll be against the Tuloso Midway Warriors. Hornets basketball as they'll work it up. Off the left-hand side, a lot of contact there. Another quick whistle. And our internet's going down again, right about the time it's awry. So again, my friends, if we experience much more data loss here, I'll go ahead and shut this broadcast down. And we'll just go with a highlight reel for you fans. I won't push this much further than what it is right now. Steal by the Flower Bluff Hornets. Layup goes up and in. Hornets back to within 4. Back with the basketball. The Cherokee, or check that the Warriors will run the offense. Ball deflected, taken there, and a long three on the way. That's off the mark, no good. Rebound in the paint, taken down by the Warriors, and they'll have another look here, this offensive set. Working on the baseline, off the dribble. Shot goes up and in. Strong finish that time for the Warriors. And the Warriors go up by 6 here in this ball game. Lead back down to 4 after that made basket by the Hornets. Trying to watch to see what happens here as far as the internet goes. If you start seeing some, again, some disruption in our signal, I'm going to shut this down. I'd rather have a clean broadcast as opposed to just trying to force a broadcast here on the fans. And right now our internet is just intermittent at best on the hot spot. Ball belongs to Tuloso Midway off the dribble. Right-hand layup, that's up and in. Warriors on top. Five-point lead. Hornets at the free throw line. Again, I'll try to keep this internet right here. If it stays here, I think we can get this broadcast in. Free throw made by Brandon Trammell. Here come the Warriors on the offensive side. Missed shot. Trammell gets a rebound, and here come the Flower Bluff Hornets. Inside, nice pass. Shot goes up and in, made by Brandon Trammell. 2-point ball game. Tuloso Midway back with the ball. 2:38 left here in the first quarter. They'll stay out between the circles. Launch a long three. Good look, but it won't go. Rebound. Karem's out of bounds. That'll be touched last by who? Officials say the Hornets of Flower Bluff touch it last. So that'll give it back to Tuloso Midway. They jumped out to an 8-0 lead here in this ball game. They still have a 2-point lead here with 2:28 to go in the first quarter of play. Max Paz takes it off the dribble, got in the paint with the left hand, can't finish, tips up his own rebound, fights hard for another rebound, and it tips out of bounds off the Hornets of Flower Bluff. And the ball will stay in the hands of Tuloso Midway. Up by 2 here in the first quarter. Substitution off the bench for the Hornets. They'll substitute in Damian Amador. He'll check in for his first action of the game. Inbound play coming up from the baseline for the Warriors. Tough pass, stolen. Henry Ibarra took the ball away, has it stripped out of his hands. It's off the Warriors as it goes out of bounds. We had good flow to the start of this game, and it led to those early points by Tuloso Midway. Now everything contested, a lot of balls being deflected out of bounds, guys getting in passing lanes, and that slows the offense rhythm down for either team to really get into a flow. Quick pass ahead. Here's Ibarra. Stopped his dribble. Guarded out on top by Tony Benavides. Hands it off in the hands of Damian Amador. Quick three on the way. That's off the mark. No good. Long rebound out for the Warriors. Quick pass ahead to Rosas. Has it blocked out of there and controlled by the Hornets. Racing back in the front court is Amador. Kicks it in the corner. Off the dribble, off a jump stop. Ball in the paint. Taken away by the Warriors, and a foul will be called. Final stop play with 1:45 to go here in the first quarter. And right now it appears as though, and it's just an appearance, appears as though the internet may have settled down. Now we just have to hope the hot spot hangs in there throughout the entire broadcast. Three on the way, off the rim, no good by the Warriors of Tuloso Midway. Here come the Hornets. They've trailed throughout this game. Kick it out for a three, looking for the lead. Won't go. Rebound by the Warriors. Outlet pass. Thrown ahead. Nice catch by Rosas. Spins it over in the far side of the court. Out of the reach of Aaron Pizana, and the ball goes out of bounds. Ball belongs to the Hornets of Flower Bluff. Fans watching on our social media, if you're watching, give a share on our link. Share the Facebook link, if you will. Let other fans know these games are going on. It is our Coastal Bend game of the week. Our appreciation to the Flower Bluff School District for assisting us in trying to get the internet up and running. They gave us a hot spot at the last second, which is intermittent at best, but it is bringing the broadcast signal right now. There's a steal by Tuloso Midway. Attacking in the paint. That banker won't go, though. Rebound by the Hornets, and then a foul will be called. Max Bays of Tuloso Midway commits a foul. That'll give the ball to the Hornets of Flower Bluff. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera to my left-hand side. Here on a Friday night. Ball in the backcourt to the Hornets. They'll methodically bring it up this time. Down by 2, get it in the paint. Fadeaway jumper on the way, count it. We're tied as Hayden Wilson knocks it down. Under 30 to go here in the first quarter. Ball in the hands of Tuloso Midway. Tony Benavides directs the show. Finds Jaden Whitehead, goes inside. Outside for a 3 in the corner, bang! Joseph Smith for 3. Warriors back on top. 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. Overhead pass. Taken down by the Hornets. Shot goes up, no good, a foul called. And to the line will go Cameron Harris for the Flower Bluff Hornets. Earlier today, the Hornets girls team maintained control atop the district with a victory. They remain unbeaten in district play. As they knocked off Tuloso Midway, it was just a second loss for the Cherokee at Tuloso Midway on the girls' side. First free throw was good by Cameron Harris. 2-point game at 18-16. Harris makes that. 1-point game, 6.9 to go here in the first quarter. Warriors bring it across in the paint, off the drive, layup up, no good. 1 quarter in the books. Warriors on the road, lead by 1. We'll be back with more after this.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Real Sports Live, number 1.
Hacienda Ford is having a blowout sale on all remaining 2019 Ford Expeditions. Perfect for growing families. Sale priced up to $13,000 off MSRP or $4,500 off plus 0% APR for 72 months. Hacienda has it.
Back here on Real Sports Live at Flower Bluff in Corpus Christi, Texas. I'm Joe Bowling, Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera. Not sure where Kevin went to. I think he's patrolling the baseline. Perhaps getting some photos of tonight's game. Free throw up and in by the Hornets. Micah Curtis ties the game at 18 apiece. Curtis ready with another. Misses that. Ball in the hands of the Warriors of Tuloso Midway. Nice backdoor cut. Ball in the paint. Rolls out of bounds. And that'll give the ball back to the Flower Bluff Hornets. They'll bring it up slowly. Tied at 18 apiece. Here, 7:30 remaining in the first half. Ball in the hands of Micah Curtis. Now in the hands of Dorian Baturo. In the corner. Here's a 3 for the lead. That's off the mark. In the paint, rebound by the Hornets. Turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound caroms out long, and here comes Josh Alvarado. Alvarado for the Warriors of Tuloso Midway. Handles the ball, a minute gone here in the second quarter. Between the circles, got a screen high side. Veers right, attacks right, off the dribble, left that short. In the paint, they fight for that rebound. Hornets get it. Now they got a chance to take the lead. In the front court in a hurry, coast to coast, off the glass, too strong. Rebound by the Warriors at Tuloso Midway. Joseph Smith has the ball. Quick pass ahead. On the dribble is Max Paz. Attacks in the paint, hangs in the air, off the glass. That won't go either. Rebound by the Hornets. Securing that board was Damian Amador. Here's Dorian Botero. In the corner it goes for a three. That won't go. Rebound by the Warriors at Tuloso Midway. Scoring suddenly has quieted down quite a bit between these two teams. It all started with an 8-0 run by Tuloso Midway to start this game. After that, the Flower Bluff Hornets were able to scramble back in the game. And now the scoring is limited. Here's a steal. Here's Alex Robertson. Takes it right side. Missed a layup. Rebound. Pinballs out. Hornets pick it up. Off the baseline in the air. Shot blocked with a foul called. And a free throw opportunity coming up for the Flower Bluff Hornets. Reminding you we have regional swim coverage tomorrow coming from Brownsville. And then tomorrow night, Idea Schools will have a regional final basketball doubleheader coming from the Hidalgo School. Timeout on the floor, players shaken up. We'll be right back.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back here at Flower Bluff as now we suddenly have a bevy of players coming in and out of the camera angle. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. doing his best to keep the view clear for the fans. Free throw up and in made by Dorian Botero. 1 point lead now for the Hornets of Flower Bluff. Second one won't go. Rebound though in the paint. Rolls out, picked up by the Warriors, and here's Josh Alvarado. Doesn't have the numbers. Hangs on with a dribble. Tees up a three. Missed it. Rebound secured by Henry Ibarra for the Hornets of Flower Bluff. They'll bring it up to Jaden Terrell. Terrell has the ball. Out on top. Spins it over on the left side. Staying beyond the arc is Amador. Amador off the dribble, off the right side, off the glass. Got it to go. Amador with a 2. 3-point lead. Warriors save it back in bounds on the offensive end. In the corner, they dare him to shoot. He says, why not? And funnels it home. Josh Alvarado ties the game. 21 apiece. 5 minutes left here in the first half. Off the dribble now is Terrell. Right side, that one won't go. Offensive rebound, put it up, and a travel will be called first. Henry Ibarra. Nearly with a circus shot there. Tuloso Midway ball. 3 on the way for the Warriors. That's off the back of the rim. Long rebound comes out to the Hornets of Flower Bluff. Jaden Terrell finds a cutter. That's a forced pass through traffic, and it's off the hands of the Hornets. A turnover gives it back to Tuloso Midway. Warrior basketball with 4:30 left here in the first half. Top of the key. Donovan Landry out there on top. Now hands it off. This is Tony Benavides. Lays it up. That won't go. Rebound by Henry Ibarra. Ibarra to Dorian Botero. Over to Amador in the paint. Shot goes up and in. Davian Amador gives the Hornets a lead right back. Halfway through the second quarter, that pass deflected, stolen by the Hornets. They'll control it with a lead. Bring it front side. Jaden Terrell takes it right side, missed the layup. Rebound by Benavides, he's fouled in the backcourt. Stops the clock with 3:51 to go. Tuloso Midway 18-7 on the season. Their district record at 4-2. Flower Bluff at 17-12 on the overall record, but 5-2 in district play. So this is a dead set chance to take over sole possession of second place in this district with a victory here tonight. Timeout on the floor, they'll talk it over. 2-point lead for the home team. Back after this.
Hi, we're Mackay Bulldogs. Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
This game is brought to you in part by the concession stand in Santa Rosa.
We are back here after the timeout. The Hornets have the ball and a 2-point lead, and they'll add to that and go up by 4. They were down 8-0 to start this game. Showed some true poise here on their home floor. Kevin Naro now joins me. He's been putting things on social media. 3 on the way for the Warriors, won't go. And the ball goes out of bounds on the rebound. Now it's ball in the backcourt by the Hornets. They'll work it up with Ibarra. Ibarra spins it right-hand side to Amador. Amador has it poked out of his hands, recovers though. Hangs on in time to get it to Ibarra, who finds Terrell. Under 3 to go here in the half. Terrell has the ball for the Hornets of Flower Bluff here on their home floor tonight. Off to dribble Terrell. That's a missed shot. And a whistle on the rebound. I'll say this, there haven't been many missed shots that results in just a rebound and then an outlet pass. Rebounds have either been contested to the tune of it results in a foul for a stoppage of play, or the ball's knocked out of bounds and someone can't hang on. What that does is it prevents you from getting into a full up and down flow of a basketball game. And so any team that is used to getting out to the races after securing a board, it kind of puts that in a stall position. And so you have to bring it up, set it up half court. It just adds to the strength of a defensive team on either side, and both of these teams are certainly strong on the defensive side. Max Paz puts that in for the Warriors at Tuloso Midway. Flower Bluff back on the offensive end, working out for a 3, but that's a travel, stepping into the shot. Amador that time was open. He just didn't have his footwork where it was a comfortable level to let that shot go. Tuloso Midway off the dribble. This is for the tie. Back of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, though. Nice job securing that by Josh Alvarado. Hands it off inside. What a pump fake. Shot goes up and in. Count it, Max Paz. Used the up and under, and then the second pump fake to free up the space. Minute 44 left here in the half. Tied up at Flower Bluff. Terrell hands it off to Roberson. Top of the key, here's a 3, answer there, yes! Brandon Trammell for 3. Minute 25 to go. Here's a 3 on the other side for the Warriors. That's off the rim, no good. They'll secure the rebound on the offensive end. Outside, there's a deep 3 for the tie, and it is no good. Offensive rebound nearly secured, then a jump ball called. That thing did everything but go down on a three by Tony Benavides.
Yeah, Benavides going a little EJ Nieto there. That's EJ Nieto range right there, folks.
Minute 12 remaining here in the half. EJ Nieto, one of the San Perlita Trojans. We had them on as our featured game on Tuesday night here with our primary system on Real Sports Live. Shot on the baseline won't go, but another foul call.
I got a chance to catch up with Quentin Martinez, a writer for the Caller Times, and I said, what was the difference between, going back to the girls' game, he wasn't able to cover the first go-around because it was a 4-point game. This game, it was more of Flower Bluff. He just said that defensively, those are the two better teams in this district when it comes to defense. But then the fun nugget was that Missy Herms from Tuloso Midway was a finalist in the McDonald's All-American game for Tuloso Midway, so we saw some serious talent.
It's one thing to be named as a candidate, but when you get to the finalist,
all around,
you've stepped up another level.
And he said, Kevin, it's been ridiculous because Cal Allen, Corpus Christi Veterans, Flower Bluff, Tuloso Midway are all state ranked. He's like, I'm one guy. I'm trying to make all these state ranked games. This was the biggest game on the slate, so he came out here. So shout out to him. I got to catch up with him when we were getting the interview earlier.
Nice job by Joe Gomez of picking this one out and securing a spot when we had two state-ranked girls teams in action, and now this boys fight for second place in the district currently in the standings. Missed shot, but a pass in the paint. That banker is too strong. Rebound by the Hornets. Quick outlet pass. Can they get there? Yes, layup good. Hornets up by 7 now. They trailed by 8 to start the game. Warriors basketball, they need a basket this trip down just to settle things down and head into the halftime locker room. Whistle blows there.
Flower Bluff wanted an offensive foul.
There's no shortage of bodies getting sent to the ground here tonight in this game. If you enter the paint, you had better be in a position to stand your ground physically. Here's a nice cut inside, but a missed layup. And then a jump ball after the missed shot. Fortunately for Max Pace, for Tuloso Midway, he's able to at least get the jump ball. Possession arrow stays in their favor. He'd like to have that layup back. 27 seconds left in the half. Warriors get the ball, 16-footer. That's off the rim, no good. Another offensive rebound, although in the paint. Shot goes up off the glass, count it. Jaden Whitehead put that one in. 3 on the other side, that's off the mark. Offensive board, put it up and in. 2 more for the Hornets. 6 seconds remaining here in the half. Warriors with the ball, down by 7. 3 on the way at the buzzer, won't go. 1 half is history. Tuloso Midway heads to the locker room scratching their heads. They had an 8-point lead, they trail by 7. Hornets at home. Back after this.
Providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the concession stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the concession stand.
Hi, we're the Lady Tigers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Internet is more than just uploads and downloads. It's about connecting people. VTX1 Companies is here for you, bringing communities closer together. VTX1 has connected customers for almost 70 years. Our internet service spans across South Texas to some of the most remote areas. Faster wireless service is now available in Progreso, Lozano, Rangerville, and Rancho Viejo. Call 1-800-446-2031 or visit VTX1.net to find out more.
The D-Tronics Inventory Blowout Sale going on now. Get a pair of 300-watt tweeters for just $1, speakers for $12, subs $25, radios with Bluetooth $29. Go to dtronics.com for more info. D-Tronics, fire-breathing sound.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Hi, Rio. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Real Night City Rattlers. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
The D-Tronics Inventory Blowout Sale going on now. Get a pair of 300-watt tweeters for just $1, speakers for $12, subs $25, radios with Bluetooth $29. Go to dtronics.com for more info. D-Tronics, fire-breathing sound.
We are the Patriots. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Shafted.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we are at halftime, and the recognition of the younger players for the Hornets who had a successful season at the 7th and 8th grade level. Very similar to what we heard on the girls' side. On the girls' side, when they introduced the younger players, Kevin, we heard undefeated. These boys that they just introduced. Oh, by the way, they won 3 tournaments. This one won 2 tournaments. They won nearly every game. And so the talent level for Flower Bluff on the basketball side is certainly not lacking at this point in time.
And it's amazing considering Flower Bluff's a 5A fixing to go down to 4A is what we just learned, that Flower Bluff's going to be making that transition down along with Corpus Christi Cal Allen, Corpus Christi Miller. And we were just thinking ahead to football, a potential Cal Allen and Miller football game, then moving down to 4A in district play.
Just in district play, right.
And then that would mean Rio Hondo, PI, Raymondville would get one of those schools right out of the gate in the first round of the playoffs. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand is that in the 4As, that first round game is as equal to a third round game in Class 6A. And it's just as impressive when we see these 4As and 3As go 2 rounds deep, 2 rounds is equal to a third round. Just thinking of that possibility is insane.
Well, we'll be at the realignment. We'll be live for that on Monday.
Could we just do it tomorrow?
Yeah, let's just do that. Well, tomorrow we'll be doing some swimming. That's going to be exciting. A regional swim meet, 20 events, 25 schools, all trying to earn their trip to state. Kevin, we were in that place today. That was packed. For the preliminaries.
It was packed. It's just as packed as it was last week at the district meet. And just seeing all that talent, and like I was telling Rudy and Bert earlier, that of the sports, this is where the Valley will see potentially future Olympians. And it's a fact, and these kids go to major D1 colleges. So it's, some people kind of, swimming. No, it actually gets pretty intense towards the back end of those races. And then those are some serious athletes jumping into the pool. And we're excited to see what the Valley can do. I saw a couple of Laredo schools out there, considering that's the regional meet. And but I know the McAllens always put together a good product, the 3 McAllens, and I know, like I was mentioning, Los Fresnos, they got some kids who I spoke with last week who are freshmen and sophomores, and they were placing first in their events. And we're talking kids who are not competing in just one event. They were competing up to 3, 4, 5 events, and they were placing first in all of them.
We'll be right back after this.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Back here, we're still at halftime. A score 34-27. Hornets of Flower Bluff have yet to return from the halftime locker room. And what they're talking about right now is, among other things, don't do what you did to start this game, and that is fall in an 8-point hole right out of the gate. As it was Tuloso Midway coming in, hitting off the bus, knocking down shots with regularity, and taking an 8-point lead, 8-0 to start this thing out. Hornets were able to withstand that, regroup, and then lead by 7 at the break. Second half coming up. This is Real Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, we're the Lady Diamondbacks, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi, I'm Coach Nava with West. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place.
Back here as we start the second half, and it's a 7-point lead. Flower Bluff Hornets with the lead, but Tuloso Midway with the ball. They'll launch a 3, but miss it. Get an offensive rebound, put it up, count it, and a foul. 5-point game, and the Warriors at the line. Joining me now is Joe Gomez here. Joe, we're trying to build this, the Coastal Bend version of Rio Sports Live. And when this is our third week in a row, there's some big games coming up. And we continue to expand here, and a nice game here to cover tonight. .7:32 to go here in the third quarter. Off the dribble, off the Hornets missed that. Rebound taken down by the Warriors, and they'll bring it into the front court. Pass it off on the sidelines. Ball can't be secured, as out of bounds it goes. That was one thing that was going on in the first half of play, is that a lot of the loose balls were resulting in tips and caroms that went out of bounds, which stopped the play. I talk about that so often in the game of basketball. It disrupts the flow. Three on the way, off the dribble, bang! Three made by Tuloso Midway's Aaron Pizzana. 1 point game. Warriors coming back. Hornets on the attack. That one rolls off, no good. Rebound by Tuloso Midway. Outlet pass, they'll bring it ahead. Now a travel will be called as Tony Benavides got his feet tangled up there a bit. Joe, talk about some big things that could happen up here with the Coastal Bend version of Rio Sports Live. There's a lot of schools up here that could benefit in a big way for the coverage.
We got about 45 high schools in the Coastal Bend. Of course, CCISD being the biggest area. Next week, we have some big games coming up with Corpus Christi Miller and Ray being a rival game. And these couple of games coming up are going to set up the top three for the playoffs.
So everything winding down to we're in playoff mode. Off the dribble for the Warriors. That one won't go. Offensive rebound. Reverse layup. Count it. Made by Donovan Landry. 2 point game. Hornets with the lead. Couple minutes gone here in the second half. They'll work it outside. Stolen. Here comes Paz for the tie. Lays it up. Got it to go. Tie ball game. Warriors on a huge run to start the second half. That's the way they began the ball game. On an 8-0 run. And out of the free throw line is Max Paz. I said that off the air. I expected Tuloso Midway was going to make some kind of run here in the second half. I wasn't sure it would happen out of the gate. Free throw made by Paz, now a near steal. As pressure is applied in the backcourt by the Warriors at Tuloso Midway. Now in the first half, yes, it was pressure applied and it was points scored by the Warriors, but then the Hornets were able to come storming back and lead at the halftime break. Ball in the backcourt for the Hornets. They'll work it into the paint. A lot of contact there. Foul call. That'll be on the floor. Attacking inside was Dorian Bertero. And a foul was called. Visiting with Joe Gomez, who's assisting us on the marketing side and just the outright building side up here as Rio Sports Live has extended the coverage into the Coastal Bend area. Joe, your talks early on, there's people that when you talk about what we're doing up here, there's some excitement that's building right out of the gate.
There is a lot of excitement, especially with some of the areas that are familiar with Rio Sports Live. So it's trying to get that name out in the market and look for advertisers, and we have a great product. And especially for the high school kids, not just high school basketball, but football, volleyball, baseball, softball. So there's a lot to cover.
And softball is getting underway faster than we think. There's scrimmages taking place this week. That means games will be underway as early as next week or the next. And we were talking yesterday with the realignment on Monday. Yes, indeed, there will be plenty of football talk for the next few weeks. Three goes up, count it. Cameron Harris ties us at 40. Back come the Warriors. Under 5 to go here in the third quarter. One-handed pass, that's kicked out of bounds. Warriors will retain possession. Game of the week here this week, our Coastal Bend. Game of the week from Flower Bluff. in the paint. That one will go, and a foul called. To the line will go Max Paz. And Joe, in a lot of cases, you've talked to a couple of the schools. We were talking to the schools this week. They had coverage, but not the live play-by-play, which we bring to the table here on Real Sports Live.
Yeah, it's just like taking this up to the next level for high school coverage, which is going to be great for the whole Coastal Bend.
Ball in the hands of the Hornets. Left-hand layup won't go. Rebound in the paint. That's secured for a moment, but now controlled by the Warriors, and here they come. Warriors on the fly. Coast to coast, right side layup, good. Paz makes it. 5-point lead. Tuloso Midway trying to answer in transition. That layup won't go. Rebound tipped out. Controlled by the Hornets. Forcing a pass. That's deflected, and it's batted out of bounds. Touch last by Flower Bluff. That'll give the ball back to Tuloso Midway. Halfway through the third here. Second half belongs to the visiting side through the first 4 minutes. All out on the right wing. They'll look off the dribble. Backing away is Aaron Pizzana on a clear out, guarded by Cameron Harris. Pizzana between the circles. Stepping out is Donovan Landry. Landry finds Paz at the top of the key. Spins it back over in the hands of Pizzana to Landry. 30 seconds off the clock, this possession down. Just a half-court set. They'll get a layup out of that. Paz makes the basket. The Warriors lead by 7. Timeout on the floor. The Hornets will have to talk. Back after this.
At HCISD.
D-Tronics inventory blowout sale going on now. Get a pair of 300-watt tweeters for just $1, speakers for $12, subs $25, radios with Bluetooth $29. Go to dtronics.com for more info. D-Tronics, fire-breathing sound.
After the timeout, and the Hornets will have to talk things over. They led at the halftime break, down by 7 now. They'll have to dig deep for a second time in this game and overcome a deficit as the Warriors have the lead. Pressure in the backcourt by Tuloso Midway. Hornets throw over the top of that, stay in the backcourt. They're going to have to hurry to beat the 10-second count now. They'll just get it across. Now they'll attack in the corner for a 3, and no good. Rebound, another rebound in the paint results in a whistle. And they'll call a travel on that play. I was at the college game last night at UTRGV, and I made that mention. It's rare, but you'll have an official sometimes that will indeed watch and see if a player falls. If they don't move their feet and they fall to the ground, their feet stay in the same position and their heels just drop back, that's not a travel. You haven't advanced the ball at all, but it's rare. It's just an instant whistle anymore when someone falls to the ground. They'll call a travel. 3 on the way for the Warriors. Bang! Tony Benavides says, why not? Double-digit lead now for the Warriors at Tuloso Midway. Flower Bluff for the ball in the backcourt. Alec Roberson hands it off. 16-footer won't go. A foul called, though, and Damian Amador will head to the line. Here on a Friday night, 3rd week in a row, we've had a featured game up here in the Coastal Bend next week. The way it plays out, I know we have some blockbuster games on Friday. We may indeed have some big games on Tuesday as well. We'll have to check the schedule. Free throw good. Made by Damian Amador. 9-point game. Tuloso Midway has controlled the third quarter here. Benavides has the ball. Swings it right side, cuts through as Aaron Pizzana watches. Back in the hands of Benavides on the right wing. Near a steal. Here's a three on the way, and that's good. Aaron Pizzana with a three ball. Dozen-point lead now for the Warriors. Hornets with the ball. Bring it across to Jaden Terrell in the corner. It's an open three. Answer, yes! A three by Cameron Harris. Back come the Warriors. Clear out for Alvarado. Top of the key. Jab step by Paz. Spins it back further outside to Benavides as we go under 2 left here in the third. Off the dribble. Pass inside. That's deflected. Control. Leads to a long three by Benavides, and he makes it. Tony Benavides from extreme downtown. The lead back to 12. Hornets of Flower Bluff back with the basketball in the backcourt. Nice crossover dribble by Terrell. Takes it in the paint, hangs it in the baseline. That's a shot that goes no good, but a charge will be called. And it'll give the ball back to the Warriors of Tuloso Midway. They'll have an outside for another three. That one won't go. The rebound goes out of bounds. They'll say it was touched last by the Hornets of Flower Bluff. Check that by Tuloso Midway. So the Hornets have it near a steal as it comes in the front court. Hornets with 1:12 to go. You first and foremost said let's get it down to single digits. And from that point on, let's see if we can get this home crowd behind us in the fourth quarter. And get back in this game. That'll help with a made basket. Here come the Warriors. They've had answers throughout this third quarter. Off the dribble in the paint. A lot of contact there. Foul will be called. Who initiated that? They'll say it was on Alec Roberson. So to the free throw line will go Max Pays. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Pays will get a second one here on this trip down. Meanwhile, they substitute in from both sides. Make or miss with Pays here at the line. The Hornets of Flower Bluff can cut it to single digits with a made basket on the other end. He sinks it. They go up by 11. Hornet basketball. Here comes Jaden Terrell. Terrell, front court to Damian Amador. In the corner. Now they'll lob it on the blocks. Outside. Off the dribble, Terrell. Off the glass. Rolls it in. 9-point game. So you get through the first mark of getting it to single digits if you're Flower Bluff. Now you try to see if you can maybe close this out, get a steal here as the Warriors extend it out. They may be content to dribble this out and get a final shot. At worst, they'll be up 9 as we get to 10 seconds left here in the third quarter of play. Benavides on the dribble. Takes it right-hand side, spins it outside, 4 on the clock. Corner three, Benavides, rushed that, missed it. Rebound by the Hornets. Terrell launches one from 3/4. Wouldn't have made it in time anyway. Third quarter, mostly Warriors. Flower Bluff trails at home. Back after this.
Hi, we're the Lady Wildcats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Back here after we have the timeout, we start the fourth quarter, and the Hornets promptly get a steal. Have the ball on the right-hand side. Lay it up. Got it. That's the way the fourth begins on an Alec Robertson layup. 7-point game. Hornets trying to come back, nearly steal that as Robertson got in the passing lane. Got a hand on it, couldn't control it. Out of bounds it goes. Warrior basketball. Tuloso Midway stormed out of the gate to start the second half, erasing a Hornet lead. And lead here in the fourth on the road. Off the dribble. This is Alvarado. Alvarado attacks left-hand side. Contact occurs. He'll be fouled. That'll stop play with 7:34 left here in the game. Just the fifth team foul. They're going to call this a shooting foul. Max Pays goes to the line. First one's good. Back to an 8-point lead. Here's what you run into now with the Hornets. If you can start this comeback trail, but any production on the offensive end can make it seem like we're never going to get there. The lead back to 9. Off the dribble on the baseline. Lose it. Turnover, and here come the Warriors at Tuloso Midway. Ball pinballs around off a couple of players, but they'll control it to set it up at the half-court set. Benavides puts the ball on his hip. Coming out to guard him is Damian Amador. Finds Bertero. Bertero looking. Finds a cutter. Kicking out for an open three. Answer there. Yes! Jaden Whitehead for three. The lead goes out to a dozen. Been here before. Off the drive, Hornets on the baseline. That one will go as Andrew Jones hangs in the air and gets it to go. Lead back down to 10. Off the dribble, this is Pays. Missed that one. Rebound by the Hornets. Still in trouble in the backcourt. Now Terrell will bring it across. Shows some speed, flips it in the corner. Hornets off the dribble, back to Terrell. Terrell attacks in the paint, lost it, double dribble. He had an idea, had he got through there, he was going to be able to find a shooter in the corner. Now they may say it was tipped and therefore juggled, and they will change it and give the ball back to the Hornets of Flower Bluff. On the baseline, they'll throw it in. Set him in motion, looking in the paint, nothing there. They'll have to throw it outside. That's a 5-second call. Two men stepped in the paint, preventing the cuts on what would have been the inbound play in the paint. That forced a couple other guys to cut wide. By that time, 5-second count in play, and the turnover. Warriors have the basketball. Up by 10. Work it inside on the blocks. Pays goes to work. Spins it outside. That's a travel. As Whitehead slid his foot trying to catch that ball and square up. They'll give the ball to Flower Bluff. Still time on the clock if you're the home team. The Flower Bluff Hornets down by 10. Just 2 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter, but you start looking, you're going to have to produce couple of trips down in a row and get some stops. Here's a three on the way. That's off the mark. Rebound by the Warriors. Handed off to Benavides. He'll bring it up. Warriors each time can ease away, make it a little more comfortable. If they can start focusing in on scoring on trips in which the Hornets don't put any points on the board, they'll take some time away, but turn it over. Here come the Hornets, looking to get some numbers. They'll work it on the outside. Terrell catches. Good recovery defensively. Here's a three on the top of the key. That's well short. Rebound by the Warriors at Tuloso Midway. Benavides brings it up. Handles it in the open court, attacks into a double team, and he'll travel. Back-to-back turnovers. Timeout on the floor. Flower Bluff trails by 10. It's their ball when we return.
Hacienda Ford. Hacienda has it. Has what? Low monthly payments, a friendly buying process, and customer service like no other. It's simply a different way. It's a car buying experience you'll enjoy. With a huge Ford selection like Ford F-150s, Mustangs, Explorers, Escapes, the Ford Raptor, and a whole bunch more, buying a new Ford should be fun, and that's why we do it. Come see the difference at Hacienda Ford.
Hacienda has it.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Hi, we're PJ Southwest Avenida, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
We start the final 5:10 of this ball game in regulation. Tuloso Midway leading by 10 on the road at Flower Bluff. Hornets with the basketball as Flower Bluff will try to ease into this lead, get it back down to single digits. Terrell off the dribble, won't go. Rebound kicked out to Alvarado for the Warriors at Tuloso Midway. Finds a cutter in the paint, layup good. Nice finish by Jaden Whitehead. On the baseline, Hornets hang in the air, shot blocked, but Andrew Jones is fouled, and he'll get to the free throw line. That stops play with 4:39 remaining. A 12-point lead for Tuloso Midway. Jones at the line. Jones ready with the next one. Got that. 10-point game for Flower Bluff. They've been right now for the past minute or so, the past 2 minutes on the game clock, just trading points at Tuloso Midway, and so Midway's content with that lead hovering in that double-digit range. The timeout call by one of the officials after that made free throw. And they are good to go with 4:39 left in this contest. Warriors will bring it up. They led early. They trailed midway through the game, trailed at halftime. Took a lead in the third quarter and currently lead by 10 and then turn it over. So that's opening some doors just a bit for Flower Bluff if they want to barge through there. Need some production on this end. Baseline runner, that one won't go. Rebound by the Warriors. Get it ahead to Benavides. Backs it away. Benavides finds a cutter through the lane. That one's stolen. Here come the Hornets with another chance as we go near the 4-minute mark. Hornet basketball. Kick it outside to Terrell. Terrell. One hands it to Jones. Wants a three. Won't go. Rebound by Donovan Landry. Landry hands it off to Benavides. He'll slow the pace this Tim down. We're under 4 left in the game. Benavides clears out. Handles it isolated against Cameron Harris. Takes him off the drive, put it in, but charge. Getting back was Dorian Bertero to take that charge. So for a 3rd trip in a row, Flower Bluff has a chance to take this to single digits. They'll take a timeout this time to talk about this possession. It's getting late. Back after this.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
Flower Bluff Hornets out of the timeout. Work the ball inside and earn a trip to the free throw line as Andrew Jones steps up to the line. Thanks again for joining us here on our Coastal Bend game of the week here on Rio Sports Live. Andrew Jones ready with a free throw. First one's good. Still 3:29 left. It's a single-digit game now for Flower Bluff, and Andrew Jones will try to slim that down to 8, and does. Warriors have had an answer since they took the lead here in the 3rd quarter. Anytime Flower Bluff even thinks about catching back up in this game. Benavides throws over the top of a trap to Landry. In the corner it goes, a long 3, in and out, no good. Rebound by the Hornets, a Flower Bluff ball poked away. It tips out of bounds. It'll be touched last by who? I'll say the Warriors touched it last. So the Hornets will retain possession of the ball with 3:10 to go. And Flower Bluff will have it. Terrell will bring it up. Down by 8. Still 3 minutes left in the game. In the paint, nice spin move. They'll call it travel. Brandon Trammell thought he had that move secured. They'll get called for the steps. Turnover gives it back to the Warriors. Like I said earlier, if the Warriors can concentrate on scoring each trip down, that the Hornets don't put points on the board, they'll be able to maintain control of this lead. You don't even have to trade baskets. Just take care of the ball when they don't score. Here's a 3. Bang! Max Pays drops it in. Lead back to 11. Hornets of Flower Bluff. Terrell with a 3. That knuckles out of the way. Rebound by Landry. Hands it off to Benavides. Benavides slows it down. Tuloso Midway came in at 5-2 on the district record. Flower Bluff just ahead of them on the standings as a Pays slips in with a tip back and puts it in. Now extending the defense are the Warriors. in the paint. Nice head and shoulder make. Missed shot though. Terrell can't secure the board. It goes out of bounds. And that'll give it to Tuloso Midway. Warriors of Tuloso Midway, 4-2 coming in district play. 5-2 the record for Flower Bluff. And the Warriors have the ball in the hands of Benavides in the corner. They've spread the floor now. Working it for an open three. Another one. This one won't go. Rebound by Terrell. Terrell brings it ahead. Spins it to Jones. Jones off the dribble. Finds a shooter. Step back three on the way. Bingo! Made by Cameron Harris. 10-point game. Minute 25 left. Timeout call. Flower Bluff still on the comeback trail. Tuloso Midway up 10.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive.
Back here after the timeout. Off the dribble, nice pass inside and a blocked shot. And so the Warriors of Tuloso Midway will head to the free throw line.